you like one, Chris? Josh, make it 3.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for what will be one of hopefully many more Wine and Jazz events to support the Oklahoma Foundation for Orthopedic Health and our work plan. I came to this foundation about 8 months ago, and it has been an honor and a pleasure to meet the patients, to meet the people that I work with, and to see such immense dedication from our physicians to members of the community. I'd like to take a moment to introduce some of our physicians to you. Dr. Husheng Siraj, who is the founder Dr. George Alhaj, who is the Director of our Pain Management. Dr. Joseph Grillo, who is, I believe, in our audience. Come here. Dr. Joel Frazier, who could not be with us this evening, but an amazing supporter. Dr. Khan, who I believe is also in our audience this evening. Dr. Guzmani, who's another one of our rheumatologists, and he is not here this evening. I would like to say that we do have a tremendous amount of patients. But most of our recent patients actually is Ms. Carolyn Wallace. And she is standing right here in our audience. Dr. Frazier performed surgery on her. So I'd like everyone to recognize she's here, and please feel free to go speak with her, ask her any questions. She's very, very enthusiastic about this foundation and all the great things that it can do. And last but not least, I would like to say thank you so much to the volunteers, because without the team and the effort, this event never would have been pulled off. So to all of my volunteers, and Christy Kenny most especially, we work as a really good team. A round of applause. And without further ado, we are going to have a live auction this evening. And I would like to encourage everyone to bid and bid high, because the money really does go for something wonderful. And secondly, the bidding for all the silent auction will end at 9:30. So feel free to go and place your bids on the great stuff that we have. Thank you for coming, everyone. And everyone, I do apologize. Before we start our bidding, 2 other things that I need to say. Dr. Amin, who could not be with us this evening, is also one of our amazing supporters. And Dr. Alhaj has a few words that he would like to say to everyone, please. And Dr. Sue as well, who could not be with us. He's on vacation.
You really don't.
Good evening. Thank you very much for coming to support our foundation. We're really honored of having each and every one. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. I'm very delighted by seeing faces I knew, and plenty of people which I had the honor to be introduced to. The foundation is a non-for-profit organization that we really appreciate and support with the silent auction. Obviously, with healthcare problem today, anything we can do for the one who doesn't have would be wonderful. Again, I'm honored again to welcome you all to our group. I cannot tell you that health is our home, but definitely it's a wonderful place to be at. I'd like to introduce my friend, my colleague, and my doctor, Dr. Muhammad Faisal Khan. He's our rheumatologist in U.S. practice, and he's the father of the W.O.R.K Foundation. Dr. Khan.
Thank you, George, and thank you everybody for making it here tonight. We have quite a crowd here. Before I start, I would like to thank the foundation immensely, because what you see here today is a product of, I am testimony to the fact that if I'm here today, that is because of the foundation. I came to the United States in 1998 as a fellow when I was hired by the Oklahoma University of Health Sciences Center, a research project that I did in cardiology actually. It's very different from what I do in practice now, which is rheumatology. But after having finished that program for a year, it was a grant for a year that I did, I bumped into Dr. Siraj at a social gathering. And I had no idea who he was, and he had no idea who I was. And this happened in a bar. So we were discussing things, and he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Where are you from?" And so it just happened, and he said, when you have some time, give me a call. And that call was something that made it happen, and that is why I'm here today. After that, I got in touch with the Research Foundation. I did clinical research in rheumatology with one of the rheumatologists who was practicing there at the time, and from there on, I stayed on there for 3 years, and I carried on, and then finally furthered my training and career, and here I am as one of the partners and associates today. It gives me immense pleasure to be here, and it's not just through words that we talk about the non-profit organizations and stuff. We have actually, I'm witness to it. I am testimony. This is the witness that I have experienced here firsthand. And I cannot thank the foundation enough, and the president, Dr. Siraj, and everybody as a part of the team that has helped me to be where I am today. On that count, I will ask Carrie to come here and talk a few words about the other things that the foundation does.
So you know where it is. Keep our turn on.
Thank you everyone for coming tonight. My name is Carrie Baer, and I am a hand therapist. I have worked at the Orthopedic Institute for over 10 years now, and have been involved in the foundation for over 10 years now. So I just wanted to share very briefly with you a few of the things that the foundation does and the good work it does in the community. We like to support both schools and industries. We have a number of programs on injury prevention, and Kids and Computers is one of them, where we go into all ages of school children and teach them better ways to use the computer, different things like that, and prevention of carpal tunnel syndrome. We also have done this in the community for industries, and tonight we are very privileged to have Mr. and Mrs. Sanchez here with us from Lopez Foods. Lopez Foods is one of the industries in Oklahoma City that we worked very closely with a number of years back. They contacted Dr. Siraj because they had a significant problem of carpal tunnel syndromes in the plant. And over a couple of months, Dr. Siraj did a number of lectures with them, and we ended up, I myself and another therapist went out into all the shifts, even through the night. We instructed all of the employees on how to do the exercises that Dr. Siraj had designed. He just shared with me that today, I think probably at least 8 years later, they are still doing the exercises. With the year that they followed the results, they had over a 50% reduction just in carpal tunnel syndrome, and significant in other injuries as well too. So these are the kind of things that the foundation supports, helping our community and helping people have healthier, stronger lives and prevent injuries. So again, we'd like to say thank you to the foundation and all of its supporters.